episode 30 of the Certified Average Podcast.
30!
Woo! 30!
It's our last episode.
Yep, we told you in the first episode we're going to episode 30.
Yeah,
and we're
goodbye,
done.
everyone. See y'all never.
Yes, sir. So we're going to make this a special 8-hour episode to close it all off.
Just kidding. We're not stopping ever.
Never. But we hit our Steph Curry episode finally.
Yep.
It's an honor to be here. In honor of episode 30, you should go watch our new skit. And just because you support us. Go watch on YouTube. Hackers Be Like.
Hackers be like.
Dude, good title.
Get it, dude. Yeah. Hashtag.
So, it's like a not even a 2-minute skit. It's a minute and like 40 seconds or something.
Yeah,
It's satirical. It's mocking
it's
spy movies.
funny.
It's funny. Go check it out and let us know what you think.
I wish we really were hackers, though.
We are.
Dude, we really are.
We hacked the gas industry. A little
Yes,
callback. Callback. No. We're not doing callbacks in this episode.
I just want to hack like $10 into my account.
Dude, I would kill just to hack like, even for like a Kohl's gift card. I don't shop at Kohl's, but
Why would you want a Kohl's gift card?
if that's like the bare minimum I could get, I would take it because
That store's literally like dad clothes.
the only
I feel
thing,
like if I could hack something without them knowing, and I feel like this would be random, and they probably wouldn't even know, and you'd be like, "Why would you want?" But I just hack myself like a insane high number just to Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble would be so far.
But imagine if you did that. If you could hack somehow a gift card and you put like, I don't know, something like $5,000 on a gift card, and like Barnes, somehow like they're thinking, who's hacking us? I mean, we got bucks.
Nobody cares about Barnes and Noble.
Right. So you're showing up like, you're just balling out.
And you know, like
buying
on
all
the
these
receipt, it
bucks.
says like the balance at the bottom of it.
No.
You already spent like $20,000 there, but then at the bottom it still says $980,000 left. There's like,
Like,
what?
wait, what?
Oh, no, I was thinking it'd be funny if like you have $5,000 and you go and you literally just buy $1, and then so the person's like, okay, yeah, so you have, oh wow, $4,987.
$87. Chase, you pull up with 2 books and you have them. You're like,
Yeah, you're thinking, I got this gift card.
I don't know if there's anything on it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Can you
get one
check?
book. You can put this one in the back. I'm not gonna get it. She takes a gift card. It says like
And then you're like
$5,000
this.
left.
You're like, I don't even know if that's gonna go through. I don't know if there's enough on there.
She's like, sir, you have 10 grand on here.
What?
Did you accidentally spend $10,000? You didn't know. She actually did.
Like that's what you're like.
Thought you got a $10 gift card.
My grandma got me this gift card, so I don't know.
Grandma doesn't know.
Hey, grandma,
Hey,
I need
shout
more
out to
gift
grandma.
cards.
You tell the girl, please don't tell my grandma. I could really use these bucks.
If you could hack let's say $50 million, even though even $1 million will be fine anywhere. $50 million gift card for anywhere.
Well, I'll say that's insane amount of money. Obviously, you
Exactly.
basically just might as well buy a
Just do
store,
10
whatever
grand,
store.
10 grand.
I'm saying
10
a
grand.
$10,000 spending spree.
Let's say 50,000.
All right, 50,000.
$50,000
Gift
to
card
one
for
store.
anywhere?
I mean, I would go. I'm doing Best Buy. I don't care.
I feel like
I'm trying to think of
see, I feel like we
store
always
that
do
has
Best Buy.
multiple things.
And we're no Amazon because Amazon's literally just every store.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lame.
I would almost do something like where I could just buy all new clothes, like all new fits.
Kohl's.
Yeah. No, like even just like maybe like a Nordstrom's, because because Nordstrom's doesn't just have clothes. They got some of those other sections where you could buy stuff too. So
Kohl's isn't national. Kohl's is basically a dumbed down J.C. Penney
yeah,
or Macy's, whichever one.
it's
it is.
just
It's a B
Do
tier.
you think it's worse than JCPenney's? I think it's better.
it's better, but like
it depends.
it's less big.
It's like
I think
it's
some
like
could be better.
No. It's so there's Kmart and there's Kohl's. Kmart's terrible. It's like Walmart. Kohl's is like Target.
I'd say that. Kohl's, it's like more. It's not exclusively clothing because they have like pans and stuff too.
It's mostly clothes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, well, yeah, they have a kitchen.
kitchen
They have a kitchen
area,
area, a
bedding.
bathroom section, a bedroom section.
But I would say 80% of their stuff
It's
is
clothes.
clothes.
Yeah, and it's all like crappy
No,
Marvel
but
tees.
think you got a $50,000
Under Armour.
gift card.
Yeah.
50K gift card to like a Nike store.
Give me a Nike
Like,
outlet.
what do you
gift
buying?
card.
I think the best
What are you
story
buying
is
me?
Best Buy.
I'm
I
doing
mean,
best mainly
yeah.
because I would get a nice camera to like film skits. You could get cool lights and stuff to have at your
If
house.
I got
Dude,
50,000 for Best Buy,
50,000, you literally could just your entire room of electronics you just replace with 10 times better.
I would get.
The nice cameras are like a couple
new-
thousand, so that would be kind of
I would build a PC.
yeah, me too. Actually,
I
that
would
yeah,
get
I'd
a
want
beautiful
You could spend
monitor.
like 3,000 and have like a sick
I would
one.
get-
That'd be so worth it.
I would get like an 80-inch TV.
That's like 5,000. You're not even at 10,000 yet.
I would get the best laptop.
Oh yeah, I'd need a better
Good
laptop, too.
laptop. It's like
My
Um,
laptop's nice, but it's
like
for like
2,000.
editing and stuff. It's not good.
A solid printer. Everyone needs a solid printer.
printer. You probably want two kinds of printers because like certain printers, like there's like a printer that's like will be better for like printing photos, like glossy photos.
Yeah, you got the money. You can
And then
blow
you
it,
want-
splurge
No,
on
I
And
it.
bet
then-
you there's
and
a
then
printer out there that does
Just
everything.
does it all.
It's like 10 grand.
I want
Does it
That's
all.
the biggest thing in your budget. You
I
buy
want
a printer.
I want the big office printers, those giant ones that you gotta, that like if you were like, oh, I want to print on 1,000 copies, it literally just just
Like, why would you need that printer? Like, I don't know.
I don't
Look
know,
cool.
just cause.
Look nice.
Looks like you're like working in an office, but it's just at your house.
You're just printing one piece of paper.
Hey, you
get,
got
like,
friends
100
come over and they're
copies.
like, bro, why do you have a huge printer?
I'll go print some napkins.
What do you guys need? I got you.
You're just like the casual printer too, like once every month, like
Yeah,
maybe.
you're not
Like,
using.
why
that-
do you have the most high-tech printer? Printers are annoying though.
They are.
The one at my house is
I
so
feel like they never work.
so yeah, they break
they
all the
always
time.
just don't. Like, they never print. They never. My
They
printer
never
doesn't
have
even show
ink.
up.
No matter what time you can put new ink, it says low on ink.
It's like, bro, I just
Right when you put
Bro.
it in. As soon
Why
as
does
you
my
put it
printer
in.
never have ink?
printers are
That's a
literally the
theory
worst
right
thing.
there, bro.
And you always run out of paper right when you need it the most.
Yeah.
Like, you're always like,
Or no,
I have
because
to go, like,
It's like
I'm late.
you needed to print 3 pages and it just print out 2.
Oh,
it
you
always
know-
leaves
no,
you with
you-
1. You're like,
You know what's the
"Oh,
worst
I
is
needed
when
one."
you're printing something and it's like 10 pages long and it doesn't print and you're like, oh my gosh. So you like
Oh, you-
reconnect it and then you print it again and it prints 20.
Twice.
Yeah, because it prints
You're
so
like, what?
many.
There goes my ink.
I don't know why, and I know it's something I
Terrible.
could easily fix, but like at work, for some reason, the default settings always print on both
that
sides,
sucks.
and I always forget
makes
to
it
switch
wet.
it.
Who
Paper's,
needs
like,
that?
wet.
I always forget to switch it, so I go to print something, and I'm expecting 2 pieces of paper, and I see one, and I was like, wait, what the? So I grab it, and then I'm like, oh man,
It's all
dang it!
floppy.
But
and
it's like on both
flimsy.
sides, so I'm like, I gotta go print it again.
Someone needs to update the printing game because we're way behind on the print game.
The print industry is behind.
yeah. Needs to catch up.
I'm gonna bring back like
I
the
wanna
printing
see,
press.
I want to see a printer, and they might have them, but where like not only can you just print paper, you can print on stuff. So it's almost like a vinyl
Just like on
printer.
Like on my
anything.
hand.
I throw a T-shirt in there. You
That
just
would be
make your own
hard.
shirts. You're like, I just got this new cup. You somehow put it in there. Like it's got a little spot. Prints on the cup.
No, you know what? I would just buy
Like
a
it's
3D printer.
It's like
just
this
because.
printer. A 3D printer would be sick. They
I don't
might
even
they
know how
might
to
sell
use it,
those at
but
Best Buy.
I feel
So
like
with
they
your
do.
$50,000 gift card.
On the website, they might.
This printer right here, it's 11 grand.
Bro,
Wow.
look up the most expensive printer.
There goes
That's
a
what I'm
fifth.
looking
Mace,
up.
that's a fifth of your gift card.
So worth it.
Yes.
I get 3 of those probably. I'd get another.
I'd probably
like,
go to the
dumbed-down
Mac
one.
section too and just get one of everything just because.
I get a home Mac. Get
Like you go to the Best Buy guy and you're like, yeah, I want to get a Mac. And he's like, okay. He's like, which one do you want? And you're like, all of them.
like this is my typing Mac. This is my Google Doc one. This
Yeah.
is my Microsoft.
How many
Doc
iPads do you guys have? How many different ones?
13,
Yeah, let me get one of each. Apple Watches. How many Apple Watches do you guys have?
4.
Oh, let me get one of each. iPhones.
We're up to the what iPhone is it right now?
12.
We have 12 iPhones.
I'll get 12 iPhones.
They stopped the first iPhone for
For some reason. No, but then not only is there
The Pro
12,
Max.
there's the Max, and all that. So let me just get one of each.
This printer that like prints huge like things like a real professional
Well,
printer that you
we
would
have-
see in a factory.
We have one in work.
No,
Well,
this is I mean
oh,
a
the big
factory.
one.
Like this is $200,000.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Bro.
So your $50,000 is just a payment towards it. Yeah, I just like I'm gonna put 50,000 down.
Yeah, it does.
You get it
It
rented
does
for a
8 feet by 10 feet print.
Jeez.
So they actually call it a plotter. They don't even call it a printer. We have this giant plotter / printer at work, and it's like it can print pages about so what is that, about 3, 4, probably like 4 feet.
Bruh.
But and then you can print as long as the roll is.
Who needs that?
So we use them because for the type of work we do, we print out maps that are like 24 inch by 36 inch, or like
Nerds.
a 32 by 40 inch. Or it's
Nerds.
just these big pieces of paper.
All right,
But no.
we've been talking about
about
printers
printers.
for
All right,
way too
all right,
long.
all right. And this is like a tech podcast.
Nobody wants to hear
welcome
about
back.
printers.
Welcome back to the Tech of You podcast. We're on the printer episode today. Talk about the Sony G15 printer 350.
No, but before we end it, I
And the
I could
episode.
print I could print posters out if we ever like. That's what I was saying. Like, we make a poster or something. Like, I could probably like just ask my boss, like, "Yo, I'm printing out."
I
Guys been
say
able to
for
print
I say
posters the
for our
entire time.
very first shirt for our merch, whenever that is, let's do it where we take nude photos of ourselves and we just have like an apple in front. or
Should we
something.
just use the ones that we already took?
You-
Oh, no, we have no,
What?
wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
what'd you say?
You
Nah, I
won't
didn't say
find those on our Patreon.
Those
No,
are for our own fun.
Yeah, true. I see what you were saying. I cut you off.
I don't know. Let's get off printers.
I don't know. Well, we were talking about trying to spend $50,000 and it went to printers.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Sorry.
I'm over here like, yeah, I'm gonna be shopping for some new clothes. And Hunter's like, I want a really good printer.
I got a.
You need a good printer though for like.
I do.
Speaking
Printers
of.
are frustrating.
But all right, go.
just keep
go-
going on it.
Going back to that. Going back to outfits real quick. So if you could have 50,000 to spend,
Suit, velour.
would you?
Oh, I got mine.
Would you though just trash just what you have now? Just throw everything away and then just buy everything
I
new.
love chefs.
I'd throw 90% of my clothes out. And like this shirt I like.
You see
I'd
my new
keep this
shirt?
one.
It's alive.
It's alive.
Bon appetite. I'm joking.
Yes.
I'm joking. Sorry to all the
Brad
French people.
Leone, I love you.
Who's
Who?
that?
Goat.
We don't
What?
know who that is.
The goat. You don't know
Shout
what
out-
Bon Appetit is? It's a little cooking channel
It's a
on
cooking
YouTube. It's a
channel.
cooking magazine.
I didn't know
They
that
have a
was, I
channel.
didn't know the guy.
The guy Brad Leone's the goat on there. Best chef out of anybody.
It's alive.
He's hilarious.
Could he beat Bobby Flay?
He's from New York and he says things weirdly, and on the back of the shirt it says how he says things.
Is
You
it
know
like
what?
Sal? Like
Can
Uncle
he?
Sal?
Yeah, right. Uncle Sal.
You wanna see the back of my shirt?
Hey.
Let's see it.
Let's see the back. Hunter's turning around for us. How to speak Brad.
Warner.
All right. Water. Oil. Earl.
Earl.
What? Brioche. Bridoji. or
Bridog.
something.
This is how we talk.
Upside down. Upside down.
Buh.
Rotisserie. Rotisserie. And then paprika.
Paprika.
Paprika. This guy talks like this?
He doesn't sound like that. Normal.
Paprika.
He sounds like paprika.
It's like
Yo, paprika.
Mark
Yeah,
Wayne's,
we
we're
get that
gonna add
paprika.
some paprika to our food today. I'm so excited. It's
Yeah,
gonna
that sounds
taste
like
so yummy.
yeah, Mark Wayne's saying
the
all
best,
that
though.
stuff.
I
Wait,
love this food. So
Could he
much.
beat Remy
He could be
The rat?
anybody.
from Ratatouille?
Not me. Not me.
Not you. You're
He
built
couldn't.
different.
Exactly.
All right, let's get on to a completely different topic.
Should we talk about how?
Mason has some random theories.
I was
I feel
gonna
like,
do this.
you are a Modoc.
Hey.
You're like a big brain boy, and you just.
All right,
you
so-
I feel like you think about how you can take over the earth.
This was inspired by my calculus teacher in my senior year
Nerd.
because he.
Dude, come on.
This is hey, I could be saving the planet with it. Wow, you're gonna do what I did to you last episode.
yeah.
You were talking about lizards. No, not even lizards.
Not
It was
lizards.
What
Was
was
it
it?
about
It was
plants or something?
caterpillars.
I don't know. Caterpillars.
Turning into butterflies. and
caterpillars are dope
moths.
though. Dope.
Dude, shout out to all the pillars
shout out to
out
all
there.
the
Yo,
caterpillars.
shouts to the sea pillars.
Yeah,
and that
shout
could
out to
be
you guys.
one of our shirts. Just a caterpillar, like
Shout out to the
pocket
pillars.
tee.
And they're just shouting
Great.
to the pillars.
Great
I'm gonna
merch.
keep it on.
On the back would be the butterfly, but on the front the
Ooh.
caterpillar. That's actually fire.
I'm gonna be honest. I hate pocket tees.
Okay, not a pocket
Let's just
tee.
put it like
Just
it
like
right
just like that. How he has that?
Let's do it.
I was trying to not do it.
Slap skin.
Okay. Oh.
He slaps his skin, but he won't slap mine.
Just
on,
sounded
slap
so
it.
sus. Yo,
Come
he's
on.
slapping his
Slap,
skin,
come
bro.
on. Slap five everything.
Slap
Slap
five
five
everything.
everything.
Slap five. Slap five.
everything. All right. So let's talk about the fourth dimension. So
What?
Explain what the fourth dimension is.
Where's the? I thought it was always the
Okay.
fifth dimension.
so everybody knows like
Yeah. So what's the first dimension?
I'm gonna like give it. I'll do it like when I break down because I'm explaining how the first dimension leads to the second to third, and that's how I figure out what the fourth is. So we all know 2-dimension. It's like you're watching on your screen. Your phone is 2-dimension.
Yes.
3D is like the real world. Like you
Yes.
could touch something, rotate it. There's multiple sides to it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what would the fourth dimension be?
When you get spit on.
Exactly, the fourth dimension
Not sure what that
in the
means.
Shrek ride.
What does that even mean in the Shrek ride?
Yeah, like in the
Yeah, the rides, 4D
like
ride,
they
Shrek
spray your face
4D.
with water and whatnot.
There's like wind.
No, that's not it.
I
at
didn't
all.
know there was someone in the machine spitting on me physically. Imagine
It's just-
you're watching a movie.
hear-
Fat loogie.
There's like in all the chairs in front of everybody. There's like a person in each chair, and you hear them hawking up like,
You're watching a scary movie and you just see eyeballs watching you in the machine.
Yeah, he's just sitting there waiting for like his moment.
That'd be horrifying.
"Yo, what is on this?"
Someone's in your chair
then-
moving.
And then I just picture like the person's like going out for
horrible.
the auditions for like he's going for the interview. So what do you want to interview? We got the concession stand, the ticket booth. We got even the projector.
I want to be the chair troll boy.
Church. That's actually been real popular lately.
Yeah.
So
I just love spit.
okay, you're gonna go and stand in that line with every other spitter.
Gotcha. It's like 50 people there. And
They're already building up their spit glands. Like, yeah.
there's like a concessions table of all like Skittles and stuff to get your spit thick and
Oh,
whatnot.
some Gatorade.
Yeah.
Speaking of like spit and loogies,
Okay.
I was on Disneyland years ago.
You were on
And
Disneyland?
I was on
What?
Disneyland on it. I was on
Hunter's just
Thunder
on top
Mountain.
of Matterhorn.
Okay,
Yo,
he's
what
on
is
Thunder
that,
I was
bro?
on Thunder Mountain, and you know how it's like dark in the tunnel. Shout out to the motorcycle
What
guy.
is that noise?
It's a motorcycle,
Like, is it 50,000 motorcycles outside?
maybe.
All right, so you're on Thunder Mountain.
On Thunder Mountain, you know how it goes dark on like one of the turns because you go in the tunnel.
Yeah.
So we're on the turn. And I'm with Gabby, my sister, and I'm in the dark, can't see anything. I'm on the ride, enjoying myself, hands up in the air.
Oh,
Wet.
Loogie
Oh no way!
hits my face.
bro.
Someone
you
spit
know it was
on the
a loogie?
ride.
Did they just go?
It was a loogie because the spit is, like, it's thin.
Did it like
This loogie was
hang on your
fat.
face?
Oh,
Oh.
gross.
Hit my face. Immediately just wanting to throw up.
We're just grossing everyone out right now.
I just threw it like off my face. It was the worst thing ever.
Spit is my least favorite thing on
I
the
Gabby
planet.
was laughing.
I apologize to everyone listening right now.
It was-
Why did you spit on him?
No, because everyone's grossed out by
Horrible.
talking about
Oh.
this.
I thought you were the one that spit on
Bro,
him.
speaking of things like imagine if he was the one to spit. When we were younger, I like fell down the stairs and I put my arm out or something, my leg, and I
Oh, and you
kicked the.
You grabbed it.
I
think.
I broke the wood, like
The
like
railing?
on the
Yeah, like
railing, the
one of
wood
little
railing.
rails.
One of the rails, I broke one of them, and I got in big trouble before I got yelled at and punished, abused, murdered.
They beat him.
No, but I got yelled at, and I found out like a year later or two that it was my brothers who had broken in,
I did.
put
And
it
you
up and glued it,
Oh, and
Yep.
you were the one that like
and I just happened to break
And get
break
caught?
it again and get caught.
Yeah.
you hold him, bro. As you deserve.
I don't know if it was me. It was.
I will get my revenge.
Yeah, it was.
This whole podcast is setting up for plot
It's
revenge.
setting up for something.
It's not as bad as when was it Nico that kicked Jordan into the wall?
No, it was me.
Or
we
you
gotta
did
tell the
it.
story. Okay, I kicked someone in the wall.
Into the wall.
Okay,
Big
so we
hole.
were fighting,
doing some wrestling.
and we were on Chase's bed in his room because that's where the video game console was. And
That was the
Jordan
wrestle
was
room.
our neighbor friend, and he was on top of me punching me, and so I kicked him with my feet,
Yeah, he basically like pushed him
but
Jeez.
he flew back
back into the
straight
wall.
into the wall. He literally goes
In the wall.
and he sits there, and his face is literally
And he's in the
Oh
wall.
my
though.
so
God.
shocked.
He's like his butt back.
His butt is in
like
the wall.
in the wall. Like he's
His
inside.
bare butt balls and back.
Yeah.
No, so his butt's
Oh.
in the wall, and he's looking.
He's like,
And Chase just went into the restroom at this time,
Oh.
and Nico, my brother, mine and Chase's brother, sitting there, and then Jordan's in the wall, and I'm like looking at him, Me and Nico are just like, oh my gosh. We literally broke the wall.
I think I came out,
So
out of
Chase
the bathroom
comes
and I
out.
was like, what'd you
So
do?
Jordan gets out of the wall, and we're sitting there like, what do we do? What do we do? Chase comes out, and he's looking at us, and we're all looking at him like, like you don't want to say
Bro,
what happened.
They
but
put
you're
a
making that dumb
t-shirt
face.
in the wall. Yeah. They thought, not like draping a t-shirt over the wall. They took a t-shirt and
Chase-
stuck it in the wall.
Chase comes out.
Like that was supposed to hide it.
Chase comes out. Chase comes out.
Gently laid it in the half in, half out.
Oh, Chase comes out of the restroom, and he's looking at us like why are you looking at me weird? And then he looks to his right, and there's a shirt hanging out of the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, "Bro, what did you do?"
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like, "I kicked Jordan." And then
Kick Jordan.
Chase had a USC sign
Yeah, we tried to hide it.
and in his room, and we moved it over the hole, and it fit perfectly. I covered the hole. It was in a random
Which
spot
is
on the
weird
wall.
because
though.
imagine like so your piece of paper here, like
Put it on the wall.
there's just a sign right here.
Random sign on the wall.
On the
So
the bottom of the
for
wall.
literally months, probably like 2 or 3 months, that sign is there covering the hole.
Trying to
We didn't
hide
tell
it.
anybody. Then our cousin Matthias, we're having a party at our
Oh,
house.
yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
in Chase's room. Matthias is like 6 years old, 5, and he hits the sign down, and his face was, he sees the hole, and he runs immediately to our mom.
and tells on us.
He's like, "There's a hole in the wall."
Yeah, we got
We're
in
at this
trouble.
party, and we get in trouble at the party.
Oh my god.
Luckily, like I think because it was so much time later that they're kind of like,
It's whatever.
but yeah,
Not
we had
whatever.
So
but
if you do something bad, hide it for months.
Exactly.
and
Hide it
it'll
for
be less.
months.
It won't be as bad.
it'll soften the blow. But yeah, I just thought it was the funniest thing coming out of the bathroom and then looking and seeing a shirt in the wall, like as if that was gonna hide the whole wall.
I remember doing that. Too.
That's like the funniest thing of all time.
It's like,
bro.
oh, crap, what do we do? Grab that t-shirt. All right, we're gonna hang it over it. No,
No, set it
just
in.
throw it inside.
panicking. We were panicking.
Oh my
But yeah, that was funny.
Terrible.
All right, so back to the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we introduce like 2 dimensions, like some you watch on a phone or TV, third dimension, real life. And it's called 3D movies, obviously, because it looks like it's poking out of the screen.
Or you're in it.
So something that's one dimension is just a single dot. There's like no dimension to it or anything. And then something that's 2 dimension could be just a line. But how do you get from 1 dimension to the second dimension? It's infinite 1 dimension things. So you put infinite dots connected to each other. And that
So
makes
even
a
though it's
line.
flat,
that creates the line.
Yeah, both 1 dimension and 2 dimension are all flat things.
how come they're not the same?
Well, because 1 dimension, it's just a single point. There's like no actual
I just
definition.
cracked science.
No, there's no like actual definition. The way
So you're telling me 2 dimension is built up of 1 dimension.
Yeah, 2 dimension is infinitely many 1 dimension
So
things.
everything is 1 dimension built out.
Essentially. There could be a 0 dimension, but I don't know. Obviously I don't know.
Nothingness.
But then, so
That's
yeah,
what 0 dimension
in order to
is.
make something that's 2,
0 dimension.
it's air.
What is nothingness?
Nothing.
Imagine me holding nothingness. There's no color because color is something. There's no black.
He's on to something.
So that's something. What would that look like?
You're just holding air.
Air is something. Particles.
But he's holding
Like,
something.
What is, try and picture something that has no color to it. Like we literally can't even fathom something with no color.
What's crazy is that there's other colors we can't see.
Mhm.
I don't even know how to
We
imagine
can't even
what that
process
thing's-
them.
because we can only make colors using colors we have.
It's like, picture the craziest color. Oh, it's this, but it's still like,
Walrus blue.
Whoa.
that's actually my favorite color, by the way. How did you
No,
know that?
no
Yeah.
way.
It's whale blubber blue.
Nice.
Mine's pizza pie pink.
Yo, this guy talking about pizza? Yo, Jeffrey Epstein much?
Yo,
Okay.
what?
All right. So
All right,
yeah,
Now
infinitely many 1 dimension things make something 2 dimension. And then if we follow that same trend, making a square is still just 2 dimension. And how do you make something infinitely, something that's infinitely many 2 dimension things, infinitely many lines? You make that. It's like, say, I'm just going to use a square as example because that's the
you double
easiest thing to be able to.
their mass.
You just do infinitely many 2 dimensional things. Infinitely many 2 dimensional things makes something that's 3-dimensional. If you take infinitely many just regular squares, just picture them like right next to each other, stretching out for however long. It's going to make a rectangle.
Like think of like even this. Your piece of paper here is like, this is flat right now, right? This is 2D in a way.
But
if I stack a bunch of pieces of paper,
it'd be a 3-dimensional.
What about folding
it becomes
it?
in a 3-dimension.
Is
That's
that
bending time,
time?
sir. Oh my gosh! Now we're getting onto things. So
No,
what's 40
we'll get into
then?
that, but
So 40, that's the thing that we can picture infinitely many 2-dimensional things because it's 3-dimensional. But if we try and picture, okay, what if there's infinitely many 3-dimensional things? That's just me putting a cube and a cube and a cube and a cube and a cube infinitely, but that's still 3-dimensional.
Still makes 3D.
It's still a tangible object. So we can't even picture what a 4-dimensional object would be like. And the best example of that is, say, for example, I draw a stick figure on this piece of paper.
He's drawing a stick figure.
He's a 2-dimensional, you might not be able to see in the video, but he's a 2-dimensional being, and he lives in a 2-dimensional world, which is just on the piece of paper. If I'm like, well, I'm going to show him something that's beyond his dimension, I'm going to show him a 3-dimensional object. I'll be like, all right, I'll draw him a 3-dimensional cube. Still on that paper, this is still just a 2-dimensional drawing. So while we clearly know, okay, a cube is 3-dimensional, on that, it's just a 2-dimensional picture. He can only see it as something 2-dimensional. He just sees a bunch of lines crossing through each other and whatnot. So we take that to our world. We live in a 3-dimensional world. And if, say, we were to, there could be 4-dimensional stuff all around us, whatnot, that we don't know, but we just can't see because the world that we process, we can only see 3-dimensional stuff. And my theory for what the 4th dimension is, most people think that it's time. I don't know what the justification for thinking that that's the 4th dimension is, but my justification for what I believe the 4th dimension is, I think the 4th dimension is perception or like perspective. It's like, say we take the cube example again.
The way you look at something, I see.
Yeah. So I'm holding the teacup of mystery topics, whatever. And if I look at it like this, I'm seeing it as this, just a 3-dimensional thing from this perspective. Chase sees it from this perspective. Hunter sees it from there. But there's infinitely many different ways to look at the 3-dimensional object. There's infinitely many different shapes, patterns.
I think what makes more sense is sometimes like let me see your pen. Like looking at something that is like a pen. So say how I'm holding it to you right now, Mason. You kind of only see it from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't see how long this pen is.
Yeah.
But where Hunter's looking, he gets to see from the side view this pen. So he gets to see that this object is actually a lot greater in size than what you might think it is. From far away, you might think, oh, look at this. It's a tiny little circle. But Hunter can see that, wait, no, it's actually a longer object.
Exactly.
So you're saying that is 4th dimension.
The 4th dimension
I think the 4th
is just how
dimension
you
is
see things.
perspective, because in the 3-dimensional, like you can't picture every single perspective of this all at once because, like I said, our brain can only process 3-dimensional shapes and beings. But I think that the infinitely many different 3-dimensional like matter substances of this is just the infinite different perspectives. Like even if I move it a tiny bit like down, I'm still looking at a completely different perspective. If I rotate it infinitely, there's a billion different ways to look at it. Obviously more than that. And most people think time is it. Well, I think time is the 5th dimension because the infinitely many perspectives of it is just over time. Like as time goes on, there's different perspectives. Like say an apple, it withers and whatnot. Over time, as time passes, there'll be new created perspectives. So there's infinitely different, more perspectives of something. So that's my theory. I don't have much data. I'm not a physicist, but that's my theory of what the 4th dimension is.
What if you took away light and shadow from an object? Is it still 3-dimensional?
We only see it. It'll exist, but we only see it because of the light reflecting off it.
Whoa. And what
So in
about
theory, yes.
so you but
Is light the
Is-
4th dimension?
or what about the absence of light?
The absence of light? I don't know. I'd have to think about it more, but I think light is
We're
still a
just
3-dimensional
blowing his
thing.
He's like,
Oh my
"Whoa." He's about to lay in bed just
No, but it's funny. So you speak of the 4th dimension, though, which is something I feel like we don't hear much of because I think with people in like sci-fi movies, they always talk about the fifth dimension, and in that sense, the fifth dimension's like almost like another world you can go
like
into.
Interstellar, their whole
Yeah.
thing is a fifth
It's
dimension.
like, whoa, we're like going in this other world or like another space time weird.
So nobody knows if there really is a fourth dimension.
Yeah, there could not even be a fourth dimension. There could be 96 dimensions, and we'll literally never. It's physically impossible for humans to
We
ever
just got to talk
find
to
out.
Doctor Strange. I mean, if
Honestly.
we can get him on the podcast, I think if we can get Doctor Strange on the podcast, he can probably explain.
Didn't he say July or was it August that he'll swing by?
I think August.
August, got it. So in August we'll have an episode with
Yeah. So
Doctor Strange.
out of nowhere, you'll just see a ring appear,
Hey, it's gonna be.
and he'll just come, just come through real quick.
He'll just be chilling with us. He's gonna explain, future, how we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun episode. Excuse me, I burped.
Is time travel real?
I don't know. We should ask the Simpsons guy.
That's low-key like. It's obviously fun. Like you see stuff on Twitter, like, "Oh, the Simpsons, blah blah blah, predicted this," but some of it's like low-key, like
He's predicted too many things though.
even though they
Like you can get
and it's
lucky.
so accurate too.
Yeah, you can get lucky and guess something. Like any of us right now, we could all take a guess on something that might happen. But it's like, he's like, yeah, it's been very specific. And it's like years. It could be because some of his predictions have been 10 years in advance, 5 years in advance. Some are only like weeks in advance. So it's like, but think about this. If he was a time traveler, how would he have that knowledge of that many things unless he has something that he's written it all down? Or it's like, does he constantly go through time? Is he
And it goes
going?
back, "Oh,
Is
okay,
he
for
going
this
back
season
to
we're
the
gonna-"
future?
What if he just
and then
has
he comes back,
premonitions?
or maybe that too?
I
Maybe.
feel like that's the most.
What if he just goes to
Realistic
bed at
thing.
night
and
and he
he,
sees
so
something
his dreams are
and he
like,
goes,
Inspires.
"Whoa, let me put that in there."
put that in the episode, and then
And
10
it
years
becomes
later,
reality.
yeah, it happens, and he's like, and then people are like, whoa, he's a time traveler.
That's the thing with dreams too, because like with deja vu, basically, like when something happens and you like really feel like, bro, this has exactly happened
Yeah,
before.
I've
It happened to
seen
me
this before.
2 days ago.
It happens like it's the weirdest thing because you could swear like as it's happening you can't predict it, but then once it
I s-
finish happening, you're like, wait, this is exactly something
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah,
I was watching Rhett and Link, and they did an episode on deja vu.
uh-huh.
And basically, your brain just misfires. It sends the wrong signal, signifying that this very moment, that this thing that you're experiencing, it signals to where it's like, oh, this is like something that has happened before. So it's just like a misfire in your brain. That's why it doesn't happen
all the
all the
time.
time. But there are some people who have
It happens all the time.
issues where it happens literally every moment of their day, and they're like tortured by it.
That would because
So
Because
you-
imagine,
feel like your
imagine
life has
being
no
like, I have
purpose.
I've seen this already.
I've done this
like
before.
every moment, like getting water. I already know like I've seen this happen before.
But really, it's just you doing it a
It's just
second time.
something wrong with your
that would have
brain
like
that
some weird effects on because I feel like that would make your life feel like
it would be miserable.
there's no purpose to it. Like
yeah, like,
if
well,
everything
I've already
you do,
done
you
this.
feel like
Well,
it's already happened and been like written down or whatever.
but
you
how
feel
did
like,
how
what's the point of it? anymore?
yeah,
But see, but that doesn't make sense though, because imagine it in the sense of drawing something. Say if we're sitting here, Mason just drew this cube, but say I drew this cube, and then we're talking and whatnot, and then I look back down in the paper and the cube's not there, and I'm like, and then I go to redraw it again. I was like, how does that make sense to where you know what I mean? Like, did I think I drew the cube, and then I'm just really drawing it for the first time? You know what I mean? Like, how is your brain misfiring in the sense of you think you drew the cube already, but it's not there?
I feel like it's.
That's what I'm saying. So are you almost like, yeah,
I think it's like thinking. You
you're
just do it.
you're predicting what you were gonna do, and your brain in a sense misfires, and it's like it thinks you did it.
It's like your consciousness. It's just
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
you think about everything you do.
Most of the
you
time,
you have
Yeah,
a
you
thought,
don't
even
just
though
do
you're not
random.
maybe like actually thinking.
you're not
like,
processing. You're
Yeah, yeah.
thinking.
You're thinking at all times like, oh, let me grab this wire. But like,
yeah,
let's just say I just grabbed the wire. I thought to grab the wire.
yeah,
And so if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to grab my phone right now, your brain can go, Oh, you already grabbed your phone.
That's what I'm saying. So
Look up how many decisions our brain makes on average a day, because I'm curious about that.
I
Because
don't
like
know.
I feel like
This is a real smart episode. Hey,
Evan's
hey.
not here.
No, it's episode 30. We do big things.
My thing
Wait,
is with Deja Vu.
Is this episode 30?
Or have we done episode 30 already?
Have we done this episode before?
Technically, we have. There's one episode we scrapped.
I feel like, didn't we scrap like
okay.
2 all in one
I
night?
think 2.
But yeah, as I was gonna say, most of the deja vu that I have is like, say I'm out like at lunch with some of my friends, and like I'm eating something, and someone goes like, "Oh, well, blah blah blah," and they make some remark or
They
whatever.
say something.
It's always like, "Okay, well, I was here, I
Or
was
like,
eating
"I
this,
heard
and they
this
said that
before."
remark," and it's always like, always stuff like that. Like then, as soon as someone says something, that's when it triggers a deja
Yeah.
vu.
This says that adults make more than 35,000 decisions per day.
Jeez.
See, that makes sense.
The only
insane.
time I can ever think of like a real crazy like deja vu thing was like it was more of a dream though. It was like it's when we lived in like a little like duplex house thing. I mean that doesn't really matter for the story, but so I basically kept having a dream where I was thirsty, and I got up and walked into the bathroom. And there was like I had a cup, filled the water, but every time I went to go drink the water, I didn't feel the sensation of when you drink, because when you drink you feel
You
obviously
feel
the
it
liquid going in your
slide
mouth,
down your gullet,
and then you kind of your body gets you get that sensation of like I just quenched my thirst.
Yo, this man's getting drinking
Yeah, right.
water, getting tingling sensations.
Whoa, what?
It's over-
Wait, you're saying you were
No, but listen,
Oh yeah,
So, I basically,
water?
and then like so right when I took the sip though, and I didn't feel like drinking, it's like the dream just restarted, and so I basically was back in bed, and I was like, oh man, I'm thirsty. So I got up again, and I almost did it like 4 times in a row before I actually got up. But it's almost like I didn't believe it until I walked into the bathroom, and when I took the sip, I actually felt the water going in, and I took the drink. But it was like this thing of like, I was like, what just happened? And then I walked back into bed and actually and then laid down. But it's like, imagine doing that, like having this weird,
Groundhog
literally
Day.
like just weird glitch of like, it happens every time. And every time I went to drink, nothing. And then finally I actually felt it, and it was almost like, okay,
finally.
this is real life.
Or was it?
It sounds like, it's like some Inception stuff.
Dreams are like the craziest thing.
I don't know. You can,
Dreams are wild because you can, like, does our brain when we dream think faster than when we're awake? Because you know how you can literally be asleep for 3 minutes,
And you're like,
and
And
you
you
can
have
have
a
the
20-hour
longest
dream.
story in your dream. Somehow it's 3 minutes.
yeah,
Is
like,
time relative in sleep?
doesn't like what is the average length of a dream? Like, isn't it like,
I don't know.
I can't remember if it's like 1.5 or like 5 minutes, but either way, you could dream like an entire, like Hunter's one dream that he said like 10 or so episodes ago about like the summer camp or whatever. It was like an entire summer camp that the dream
Yeah,
was.
They're
but-
about 20 and 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, but it
dreams.
happens in that short of time. And I feel like that's only if people get like real good deep sleep into their REM sleep and
REM
whatnot.
sleep.
None of us get like,
I've been having nightmares.
Dang.
I still haven't dreamed in forever, it feels. And
I
I
had a
haven't taken
dream.
Benadryl in like
I don't remember
months.
what it was.
But I mean, obviously, there's probably scientists and doctors that do so many studies even about sleep and dreams and stuff. Because look at the whole Inception movies, pretty much is based off of dreams. And what is it? Yeah, because they say it's like 1 second in the real world is like
Oh yeah, and like
a
the
minute, or it's like it's
Yeah.
a specific time. And then it's the whole like the idea of the drop. And that makes
the
sense
kick.
too, because like the whole kick thing, because you know how like you have that feeling where you fall.
That's
and
the,
then,
like,
oh, that's like one of the
worst
weirdest
things.
feelings is like when you
I
feel like you just fell,
I hate that.
like you feel like you really like.
Even a dream, like you miss a step and you're like you wake up like like your whole body shakes.
Like, it feels like-
violently.
yeah.
Those dreams are always quick too.
It feels like
It'll
you
be
fell
like-
off a building.
I feel like 10 seconds. Like one dream I had that I fell. I was walking outside my house, and you know the little dips in the
Mhm.
curbs
Yeah.
for the driveway. I stepped down it and immediately fell, and I woke up.
That's like, I hate that, bro.
And that was the dream. It was just that quick thing.
So you're
I
like,
bet the exact
you're
same
like,
thing.
I was like, why am I dreaming
why-
of falling?
and it's like such a short dream. You're like, that was a waste of a dream.
Honestly, and you wake up, you're like,
Do you
I
think
gotta
there
do it
could
again.
be like a dream therapy?
I think there is.
Like,
I think there's
But no,
Explain
I mean,
what you
I
mean.
mean like
where you make yourself dream.
no. Where you're dreaming, where you go to bed in front of like a doctor or a team of doctors, and they can start making you dream of something that has scarred you.
to help,
Like they could
Like
induce
some
a memory?
induce a
trauma.
thought, induce
basically
a
a memory
to
yeah.
cause trauma in the dream, and then they can somehow
erase the
go
dream.
go in your dream
Oh,
and talk you through it.
what are these guys? Freddy Krueger?
That's
what I'm
low key
saying.
like,
Is there some way to input yourself into someone's dream?
if there could, that would be like low key the biggest discovery in
Well-
all. Like, if you actually think about it, like, there's so much like small trauma in people. Not even like seeing it like someone dying in front of me. There's always like small, tiny things in
There's
people
stuff
that
like-
affect and shape their
there's stuff like-
personalities.
Someone could be like, I was in 3rd grade and this kid, threw my pencil on the ground,
And everybody
and
in
they didn't
class
even
laughed
know
at me.
that. They didn't know that thought was messing
Yeah.
with them for all these years.
And it like could be
just
yeah,
that one thing.
But
Or-
you go to that sleep therapy
or
thing. or
Imagine
dream
this:
therapy.
they can, like, you don't even know these things, right? Are going on in your head. These things that are causing trauma.
They can scan your
They
dreams.
can scan your lifetime in your brain, and they can see where trauma was made, and they can go there and erase them, or they can go there and input themselves in your dream and talk you through those
It
scenarios.
sounds like that Pixar movie.
Sounds
Inside
insane. We
Out.
got to make this.
No, but yeah, because like remember in Inside Out? Did you ever see it? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it.
I love that movie. That's a great movie.
But like in Inside
Okay.
Out, they basically they literally have like that room and it's just full of all your memories and you can literally just go and like look at it like, oh yeah, I remember that. But you're saying like as if there's a way you can scan all that and be
If
like,
there's a way
boom.
where it would just like pop out, like,
yeah.
oh, this year, this day, this hour, something
Well,
dramatic.
I want to
Pooped
know
your
if
pants.
well, I want to know if they could, because like in some movies where someone's like in a deep sleep and they're not waking up, and they'll be like there's someone outside the dream, obviously in real life, like like say if you're sleeping, Mason, and you're not waking up, but like you look like you're dreaming because like maybe you're like moving a little bit,
My eyes.
and
are
I'm
like-
talking, I'm like Mason, come on, wake up, and always like in the movies. They make it like the person's in the dream and they kind of hear like
Mason, wake up. Oh.
I wonder can that really happen? Like could one of us like be out sleeping and then like the other, like we try to talk to you and then like if you actually wake up and go, I heard you guys in my dream, and like maybe there's like something we say like, well, what did we say? And then if you actually were like, you guys said, caramel apples.
Chungus.
That's like when you dream. Like I remember I had one dream where I was in this like RC car and I was
Sick.
racing.
All right, yeah.
I was racing for like hours in the dream, and for
Dope.
like 30 minutes in my dream, my alarm was just going off.
Oh.
I was like, what is this annoying noise in my dream? It's so loud. And then I remember waking up and all my alarms, would
alarms
just
are
keep
going
going off. And I was like, oh, snap.
That's crazy.
So yeah, obviously you can then.
Well, because you're
There's
never
a
not,
way.
you're never fully asleep. Your brain never shuts off. You'd be dead.
Brain dead.
Yeah,
literally.
when you're.
So your brain is always
That's why I was
hearing.
saying. So like
you're
maybe
always
something
hearing,
to do
always
with.
thinking.
I'm just saying like then that's obviously a way then for the dream therapy. That's like one way it could work is like if they could. If they were running scans on your brain, but then they can like talk to you into your dream. Nathan, go to the bathroom now. Do not wait. You will regret it. Just pee. Pee yourself.
And you can also induce trauma.
Okay.
Well, that's an evil side to it.
That's the movie.
Someone breaks
Mhm.
into the lab and starts causing the patient's trauma.
It like drives them crazy.
It's like they
Yeah.
insert a virus into the mechanism, and all of a sudden like it like shows a person having like a very happy dream to all of a sudden it just gets really dark.
It's just like
and
their
scary.
grandma
Most
walking across, someone's like
gruesome dream.
stabbing their grandma, like
Oh
slitting
my
their throat.
God.
Just super.
Grandma!
Yeah. That'd be one of those movies that's like a Midsommar type of movie where like it kind of seems normal at first, the movie. And then when it takes the weird turns,
No,
you're
no.
like, this movie
Here's how the
makes
movie
no
starts.
sense.
Here's how the movie starts. It's a nice scene. Someone's walking down the
Starts out
street.
in the dream.
So someone's walking down the street. Like, okay. It's a normal, like they're getting coffee. You're like, okay, like what's the story behind this? 3 minutes go by. They get the taxi. They get out.
It's just
And
like
then
it looks like a New York street, like someone's just walking, getting like
And then an
coffee in New
asteroid
York.
just flies in front of them. Boom, murders like thousands of people. They get stabbed in the chest.
There's
and
kids
then-
like crossing the street, holding the rope,
and then
just,
it like zooms out and it's on a screen and it's seeing what this person's dreaming and this is being
And it's like-
induced
it's
by
one person
someone.
watching it, like
It
taking
cut-
notes
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and he like it just cuts into the movie about then the main protagonist of it and how they're like, I need to go get dream therapy.
Yeah.
And the real villains of it are the dream therapy people. Their motives
Oh,
for
they're an evil
Oh.
company.
yeah, like they have it like it'd be like it's been done a bunch, but the people that seem like they're the good guys are on their side, but actually they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. What would their motive be? I don't know. Like,
And then you always have to have the one person.
oh no, ooh, a
Yeah,
motive for
what
it.
could they be getting out of it?
They could be bring in business. Like the more trauma they install, the more people want to come back and clear their trauma. So they could kind of like,
No, and then let me throw in this twist. Then you always have to have, so in this bad company, you have this one employee that's working there that's actually a good guy
Mhm.
that's trying to like to ruin the company.
yeah,
And then they say it's a girl. She wants to ruin the company because years ago her dad was a subject there doing the test and they ruined his life and maybe he like went on and committed suicide.
Mhm.
And so the girl then
Yo.
got the job there later
Found
on in
out-
the future.
found out
She
why.
found out.
Ah.
She
they keep cases of all the
like,
people that they do it to. And she
she-
saw her dad's name.
she
whatever.
like
have the
she
video
all she
files.
saw was her dad went to like therapy because he was crazy and she thought like he was getting help but really he kept
Mhm.
going there and they kept torturing him basically with dreams, so then he kills himself.
So I'm gonna spin it on that. So let's
Ooh.
say this company exists, this dream therapy company. This person, or what they do, why they're evil is people go to them. What they do is they can implant something in their brain, like on their timeline of their life, where they can make you do something on a certain day.
The whole
they
the whole life
make people-
timeline is already planned out.
so they can
somehow.
they can just implant in their mind on a certain day you're gonna kill somebody. So like what they
Ooh.
do is they start implanting things to where these people are now killing each other. They're know,
Dang.
crashing into people, and
Robbing a bank,
basically
like doing just
they're
anything bad.
making these people just do bad things in the world.
Mm.
And no one's knowing why until that girl who dad died. She works for the company
She
now.
somehow
and then
gets
she
the job
sees this
there.
going
in
on.
the whole company, like there need to be like the way that isn't obvious that it's them right from the jump, because it might seem like it. They're like all the people that have like say committed suicide after having the trauma stuff. They're like unwilling patients or whatever. Like they were unwilling to fully complete their
yeah.
purpose at the company or whatever.
And
whatnot.
then there's like the
so like
main
that's why they died. It
then
isn't
there's
our fault.
then there's the main antagonist guy that he goes to the company to be a patient, but then like the girl kind of likes him, or like she feels like it's time to help these actually people. So then it's like she goes and meets him outside the company and almost like she tells him all like everything what's going on and basically like recruits him to try and help.
Mhm.
So then he keeps going back to like get treatment done, but it's like they're really working together to try and like take down the company or something.
We got to make this movie.
We got a movie.
Dang.
we got a movie.
We
Cheers, Knight. Cheers. Cheers, brothers. Cheers. All right,
What would this movie be? It'd be like,
let's each give our title for the movie.
I don't
And if
know.
someone makes it, we have this as proof, and we can sue
Yep.
them.
Yep.
All
Do not
right.
steal, please. There we go. That's
Making
our
a movie.
copyright.
Or any movie writers, director, people.
Yeah.
Can you
reach out
get
to
us in
if you ever
contact?
Come across this.
If you know Nolan,
All three of us want to
Yeah.
star in it.
I want to be in it.
Lead roles.
I want to be like a janitor at the company, just like something. I'll just be in the
No,
background.
I want to be the star.
I want to be the dad.
Oh, I'm the dad because I'm an older guy.
No,
I'm-
we need
I'm
Uncle
dad.
Ben.
Uncle Ben.
No, my movie title, Dreamcasters.
Dreamcasters.
I don't know. I was
Dream
trying to think of
surfers.
some.
Make
Dream
it really
surfer.
Disney.
Dream Surfers. Dream Surfers 2, Return
No,
of
it's
the
got to be something
Dream.
like creepy. You know, A24's got to be behind it.
I picture the movie post like something really happy and like cheery, like the company, like a Black Mirror type thing.
I picture their like everything white, super
Same here.
pristine white.
It's a
And-
company.
And the movie
that's,
title will be, in my
Their
idea,
outfits are old school looking, like
in my
weird
idea, the
looking.
movie title is the name of the company. It's like Dreamcasters. Since I'm making a title, I'd also make it the name of the company. But what are you thinking?
I don't know. I just want to make this movie.
Same. Chase, you have a movie title name?
No, I gotta think about it. I
We'll,
gotta
think about it more.
Something.
But
Dreamcasters it is. We unanimously decided.
Or if you
No.
guys, if you listeners have an idea of a title,
you
yo,
want to
leave,
make a movie, huh?
leave us a comment.
Leave us a comment, but don't even think about making this movie because we will sue you to death.
To
Okay.
the ground.
Should we do the Tico?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
What are we doing?
Teacup of mystery.
Yay! Chase, we gotta do the child like yays.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. Yay! Oh no, let's redo it. Say it again, then we'll do the yays. Here we go.
Teacup of mystery.
Yay! There we go.
There's have
Shout-
to like double, triple it, so it sounds like a lot of kids. Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to our live child audience here.
yeah. That was weird.
I have picked it.
Yeah. Sorry.
He picked a good burger.
Let's see. I think it's one of mine. Or not one of mine.
What would your dream theme
Whoa.
slash amusement park be like?
Okay. Who submitted this?
Shout out to @Booby
Hey, Booby
Yo.
Curry. Yo, Booby Curry.
Shout out to them.
Booby
That's a wide
Curry.
receiver for the Arizona college football team. His name is legitimately Booby Curry.
Wow.
Shout out to you,
Put
Booby
that
Curry.
back up. We
But
can
what would
answer
our
another one after, but
what would our dream amusement slash theme park be like? It's like when Booby Curry thought of this, he was thinking like what kind of rides? Would there be a theme? What food would you have there? It's like
I want a space theme.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So just like planets and spaceships.
It's gonna be, like
planets?
aliens
Oh, okay.
and like yeah.
Nice.
All right.
It's gonna actually be in space though. But like not
Would you have spaceman food there? Like the
it's not gonna be floating in space though. It's
You
gonna
can
be on
only-
Earth.
All the food is just served in the weird space bags.
so like here's your
Yeah.
6 ounces of water. Pouring. You have to like shake it up one at a
Yeah, you got to do all your weird things.
Worst food
It's
out of
jerky.
every museum.
Oh,
or
we got
amusement park.
churros.
No,
And
but,
just a tube.
It's liquid. It's like a Go-Gurt.
A Go-Gurt churro.
Oh, mashed potatoes.
everything
and
is
steak.
Go-Gurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, everything is just go in front of it. Dude, we got go churros, go pretzels.
Go fried chicken.
Oh.
Oh, so yummy.
Just like meat fat.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I could get down with the space theme.
It's not gonna be in space though.
Just for the food.
Technically it is, but it's not gonna be like floating in space. It's gonna be on Earth. But the
gonna be in
rides are so tall.
You
They're
go
in
to space.
It's like the slingshot rides, but it sends you straight to the moon.
Yeah, basically to get there you have to take an elevator all the way up.
Nice.
Doo, doo, doo.
It takes about 3 months.
Mine would be they kind of like so in Japan they already made a Nintendo World or Nintendo. It's not that big though. Like I thought it was big, and then I was like looking it up. It's not that big, but it's still a pretty cool idea. So mine idea would be basically a theme park of just like think of like Disneyland with the different lands. They would be different video games, like worlds. And so like in each of those places, because like in some video games, you know, maybe they have like a certain food in that video game, and then a ride would be themed to like a certain type of ride from that video game. So I think it would just be this cool video game
Minecraft world.
land or whatever.
Is that just me?
That'd be a sweet, like,
Yeah.
say there's like a Halo ride, and it's like you're getting on one of those like big old warthog
Warthog.
things, just and it's like some cool ride.
Fallout world.
You could do a
Just a
Fallout
wasteland.
world, just
That
a
would be sick.
wasteland.
Just the wasteland.
There's no rides. It's just a trash.
What are some
The
other
rides are broken.
There's one of the lands is a Wii Sports land. So
Hey,
it's just a
that'd be
Wii
fun.
Sports.
Wii Sports Resort. It's got the volcano.
Yeah.
GTA 5 land. Here's a gun.
I'm gonna make a.
Right when you walk in, they just like the whole world just looks like Grand Theft Auto. Everyone's like walking around like the
Just
weird
cars
way.
just
flying
beating
into each
people
other.
up.
Just punching.
Where's the strip club?
What was I gonna say? Can't remember.
Your land? No, what's your land? Or your theme park, I should say.
I would want it to be like. I was thinking space theme too. Like I don't know exactly how I'd want it to be. I just think I'd want.
Space theme would be sick.
I'd want there to be like. I don't want it to be all roller coaster type theme park. I want there to be some like.
No, wait, for space theme, I'm gonna add to this. If you can get a big enough area, wherever you buy land to build this theme park, and then you have the budget to build a giant dome.
Oh yeah.
So once you go into the dome, it's pretty much dark. Like it would just look like space. So it's all black, which is like, but it's like crazy. Maybe it's like crazy technology, like screens. So like
It's
you
like
just look
moving
and it just looks
constantly.
like, it just looks
There's
like
like
outer
colorful
space.
galaxies
so
and
it's like,
whatnot.
It would just be cool.
It's like the one dome in
like-
Griffith Observatory.
Never been there.
Oh, you haven't been to Griffith Observatory?
I have trauma about that.
How so?
When I was like in 6th grade, that was a field trip, and I got sick, and I couldn't go.
You missed out, brother. Griffith Observatory.
You know
I
what?
missed like 8 field trips.
Hey, you know
I
what,
always
though?
got sick on my birthday.
You know what would help that?
on field
You go to
trips.
see the Dream Surfers.
the Dreamcasters.
Dreamcasters.
Did you
They
go
can
to?
help you
Did you
out.
have a
Been wanting
SeaWorld
to
field
go
trip?
there ever since. Yeah, I stayed the night at SeaWorld.
You stayed the night?
See, I didn't do that.
God,
I
I wish
don't
we
know
said,
why.
dude. The SeaWorld field trip was by far the most fun field trip I've ever been on.
Yeah, but
The
we
field
slept with
trip's
the
cool.
walruses. We didn't sleep with them.
Whoa,
Whoa.
yo,
But
what?
we slept in
That walrus with
the-
its, its thing.
Hey, the
Boom,
blubber.
boom,
You
boom,
gotta
boom.
experience.
We slept in the walrus.
The teacher wakes up in the middle of the
whatever you
night just
call
to
it.
check on the kids to see how everyone's doing. Every little kid's asleep except Hunter. He's just up against the glass, just
Butt
staring.
naked.
Hunter, help me!
The teacher's like,
I thought I was making that noise.
no, but
Just on the glass.
he's just, yeah, Mace. He's just, like you said, he's just butt naked, just up against the glass,
Oh,
and the
man.
teacher,
It's like Tusk.
the
bro.
teacher sees Hunter. He sees Hunter, and then just kind of goes, and just goes back to bed, just like I'm not gonna deal with
Walruses
this.
don't cry.
Yeah. So.
So Hunter slept with walruses.
technically.
But yeah, I don't want it to be like a big
Sounds-
dome and like all the paths are like futuristically like lit up. There's not like lanterns there so you can see because obviously it'd be a dark dome.
You gotta have the different worlds too. Sweet
I would have a
worlds you go
dome,
to.
but mine would be a dome where it's like got plants and everything.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the air is just super fresh, and you go in there and
It's
it's,
like, yeah, it's-
healing and
It's the freshest place. You just go in
It's
there. and
hailing?
healing.
Oh, they said hailing. I was like, bro, this dome
No.
sucks. There's just ice
But it
cubes.
could also create like
there'd be
weather.
birds. Oh, all of a sudden it just
simulated weather.
Yes,
Truman
that would be
Show.
sick.
That'd be fire. I'd just have a Truman Show theme.
But like
park.
it actually makes weather.
no. Look at there's
Not just
quadrants.
like sprinkles
Look at
water.
no,
Like,
there's
it makes clouds and
Whoa.
there'd be quadrants to it, right? So
Whoa.
like you go to one
Whoa.
area, you go to one land
Whoa,
area
dude.
quadrant. That one's just raining. You go to another one, it's like snowing. The other one's like hot, and the other one's like a nice, like a cool.
They're all
You know what it's
perfect
called?
quadrants. Dreamcasters.
that's one of the worst titles ever.
Yeah,
Nah, bro, that's a
To be
dub.
honest.
No, we gotta
That's a
come up with another
dub.
one.
Sounds like a podcast site.
If I saw a
No. What I was gonna say is
Dreamcasters in
it's
the
called
theater,
The Seasons.
the
Amusement
seasons.
Park.
Mace,
That's
he's
the
like,
worst title I've
I
ever
know,
heard.
That's the
I'm
point.
joking.
You go there and it's literally just burning hot. You're
wait,
like, oh, there's
wait.
no
Let's go to the
rides.
next one. It's free. It's like
There's no
minus
rides.
30.
yeah,
It's just like trees.
It's just
and-
called the Four Seasons. And someone's like, hey, isn't that a hotel? No. It's different. It's different, okay? Yeah, there's no rides. It's just, you're
It's
just
literally
there.
experience
Hot,
seasons.
cold, humid, and medium.
It's for people who.
Medium.
Here's the slogan. The Four Seasons for people who have never experienced the whole four.
It's a great
It's just- it's
catchphrase.
in Toronto.
So it's like us.
Can I
We
get-
never experienced snow.
Hey, can
we
I
just
get
get
that on a
so
We just go to the
t-shirt?
snow area and we play.
Can I get that saying on a t-shirt?
yeah.
But it's huge. I mean, like the snow area is literally
Yeah.
like a huge tundra, like
It's like multiple
thousands
acres
of
or what?
miles.
Thousands of miles.
Yes.
That's like the US.
I am the richest man on the planet.
So he just buys a whole continent.
You'd have to
that
buy
turns
out
No,
into
Russia.
I buy a part of the ocean and I make it land.
Okay,
Oh, okay. Okay.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Pacific Ocean just
It takes about
No, and then like look at
45 years to make the whole thing.
there's
could take over that.
there's these
Yeah.
like centers.
45 lifetimes.
So before you
Probably.
go into that area, there's like for each one, there's like a center you go into because you get like equipment or stuff so you can survive in that area. So like the snow one, you go into the place and they hook you up with like insane snow gear and jackets and stuff, and then literally on the other side of it, like you make your way through the building, and then the door opens like, and it's just snow like a snowstorm, like,
And the
like
only-
just
It's
insane
like- it's
blizzard.
like,
and then they just go, okay, have fun.
The
And
only
they
way
just
to get
walk
to the
out.
next season is like going the miles.
It's like
that
Monsters
way.
Inc. You go through the door
Yeah.
and it's real.
Dang.
So, I have AI tech at this point because when I make this, I'm
Of
the
course.
richest
He's
man on the
super
planet.
rich.
Yeah.
I rule the world, and
Hunter's like
AI tech is
180 billion. He's like,
it's
how
made
about
by
100
Disney for me.
trillion?
And in the snow, we have what are they called?
Tauntaun?
Yetis.
Yeah, Yeti. We have a Yeti.
The
Multiple
abominable
Yetis.
snowman.
Multiple of
Abominable
them. And they go around and kill people.
So this is like
You have to sign a waiver. Like,
Yeah.
so this is a theme park slash
I want it to
Survivor
feel
park.
as real as possible.
You know what you could also make it? It's a reality TV show too. Cameras. Boom, boom, boom. Double money.
For me, though.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm a sick human being and I watch
So-
it for my enjoyment.
So if you the whole thing is it's free to go to your park. People are like, wait, why is it free? And then you're like, well, you're gonna like
You
it's-
might
it's-
not make
it's
it.
on,
You won't.
and it's also on my.
no one has ever lived through at least.
And Hunter's
spring.
like, this is all streamed on my streaming service. That's Me Plus. So
And-
subscribe to Me Plus, and you're gonna watch the greatest TV show of all time.
Where can we get
If
the
I'm
link for it?
watching and someone just like
It's
annoys me,
business card.
Oh, okay, sweet.
I
like a
can
hologram business card.
I can click on their profile and I will target them for that.
Yeah.
The Yetis have like trackers.
Yeah.
They're just like You're just hiding like you found a good spot in a tree and Hunter's like, you know what?
Like-
he's lived too long.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
He
It's just-
targets.
like, you just hear Yetis.
It's because it's because Hunter targets only the people that are actually doing good and could possibly make it
It's
to
the
the
Hunger
next
Games.
land.
Yeah.
He's like
So-
they're nearing
Hunger Games.
spring.
Yeah, so like the person's almost about to get out of the like snow area, and Hunter's like,
This
oh,
is
no.
actually
He's
just
"You
like
know
that
what?
escape movie. What was that movie called?
Escape.
You guys see it? We saw it in the theater.
Belko
Or was
experiment?
it different? Was it that one?
The Belko
Belko is the one where it's like you kill.
They're all in
this
What
the-
might-
was the movie where they experienced different seasons and they
I don't remember. The
In-
only escape
in the
type
Hunger
movies I
Games.
can think of:
They do it in the Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, Belko experiment, and then that
Oh.
one, the platform. But that's not that one.
The Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods.
The Boy Next Door.
No, what was it?
My Little Tushy.
There's a scene I remember where they
Dreamcasters?
were in a snow. It got
Dreamcasters?
super freezing, and like the temperature was going down and down every like by the second, and they had to like find a key
Huh.
to escape, and they had to like
Oh,
go
Narnia.
under the water. Dude, it was Narnia.
Yeah.
Would you like some Turkish delights?
that.
I love a Turkish
I'm gonna go in
delight.
the closet and go to the snow with the
Yo,
lion.
everybody at
British.
home listening or watching,
You need to watch
when
Narnia.
you watched that movie and you heard them talk about Turkish delights and you saw them, you know you wanted a Turkish delight.
Then you ate when you're like,
I want to take a
You're
delight.
disgusting. What
God,
is
what
this?
is this? Freaking boomers.
Bro, what is this movie? It's gonna annoy me.
But yeah, Dreamcast is coming out soon.
You wanted Mason has a
Oh, the
way to
scam?
stop a war.
Oh yeah, okay. So here's how you stop wars. It's inspired by what happened in 8th grade with me and a bunch of my friends. So basically, what's a way you settle a
Wait,
debate all
what's
the
this
time?
movie?
Like it's not settle a debate, but say, okay, oh yo, there's one breadstick left. And say me and Hunter both want it. What's the way people always solve stuff like that? All right, rock, paper,
Half.
scissors.
Oh.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yes.
So just think. You know how the Cold War
Okay,
could have
I
been
found it.
ended? Okay.
Escape room.
That's what's
Oh,
called.
it
That's
is
what it's
this-
called.
it's
Did you guys ever
Escape
see
Room?
that?
No, but did you know that they're
Never
making a
seen it.
second one?
This one.
Oh wait, no, I saw the trailers, but I never saw it myself.
Pretty good movie. Yeah,
They're-
basically
They're making a
different seasons
second
and
one.
stuff. I saw, yeah.
Like, because when we went to go watch the movie the other day, the Ryan Reynolds movie, they showed the trailer for the second one, and I was kind of like, it actually looks pretty good. Like the first, I feel like I want to watch the first one now. So then, like, I'll probably
Yeah, it
go
was
see the
good.
second one.
First one wasn't bad. All right.
Yo, the four of us should do an escape room though.
I've done.
Get that. I've never done one
I've
before.
done
I've always
two now.
wanted to.
I was thinking we need to
Are they
do team building.
Yeah, they're fun.
That would be pretty cool.
We need a golf.
Especially
We
Evan.
need to.
We could record it for
That
the
guy
YouTube.
Evan.
Exactly.
He's not here.
He's making money right now. Oh, what a nerd. Well, we are too podcasting because
He's massaging
We're
old
making
ladies.
bread.
This episode's brought to you by Bluch. Beep. I'm not gonna say their name until they sponsor us.
Beep. All right. What were you talking about?
All right.
War?
So yeah. Basically.
So you want a breadstick
yes, I
and
get.
you rock paper scissors.
Exactly. That's how.
Why not halvies?
What?
Halvesies.
Tripsies. Just go tripsies.
You should be
on
dead.
them.
Okay. Yeah. No. But like, rock paper scissors is always the go-to to settle. Like, okay, who gets this? Blah blah blah. Say the Cold War. People are like, oh, it's a race for arms. I want to have the most weapons. No, I want to be the weapons leader. Okay, you know what? This is how we're gonna figure out who gets to be.
It's so crazy because those
leading
people
weapons
who
in the
lived
world.
at the time, that was like an insane period of their life, and you just
And now we'll be-
summed
Yeah.
it down to.
Yeah.
I want to do
Okay.
this.
I want to do
No,
that.
I want that.
I want the
shoot
nukes.
the
I want the
nuclear.
nukes. Communism's better. Capitalism's better.
I just think it's funny
here we
that
go. We just get
thousands
Stalin.
died.
We get Stalin. Exactly.
Yeah, I played the video game. Okay, I know about it.
We get Stalin and we get whoever the heck the president was. What was it? It was Roosevelt.
Putin.
We get Stalin and we get Roosevelt. Put them in a room. The entire UN. It's sponsored by the UN. The UN
Sponsored by
promotes it.
UN.
We get.
Oh, you're going back in time?
I'm saying like that's how it could have been solved. Like for future wars, it'd be the same. We get Stalin,
Future War.
Roosevelt. Put in a room. Best of 5. Rock paper scissors. Sorry, I'm Asian. Yo, it didn't crack though.
Right there, it did. Right.
didn't crack though.
No, but
He just went from, hey guys, and then
Jason Statham.
and then all of a sudden, dude, it didn't crack.
No, but we get rock paper scissors, and because
That's how they end wars.
You're telling me ending war with rock,
yes,
paper, scissors.
the UN, the entire world would agree, and if you don't agree, the UN literally bombs your country and kills everybody in it.
I thought you had some deep thought about
Nah, I don't
this.
have a deep thought
Yeah.
about that.
You thought it was
This guy
some
was literally
deep thought of
pooping
future
and
wars, but
thought-
then it literally just comes Mr. Roosevelt, it's nice to see you.
Yeah, enough talk. Let's get it going.
All right, listen to this. I win this, I kill their whole country.
Is it on shoot or on 3?
Shoot.
All right, make sure this one's good.
Rock paper scissors shoot.
One.
Shoot.
Wait, no.
Shoot.
Okay, sorry.
What do we do? We
Rock,
do the 1, 2,
paper,
3,
scissors,
okay?
and
And then
okay.
shoot. All right.
Rock paper scissors shoot.
All right, 1 win for Russia. We're going to win this war,
No, no, it's cool,
fellas.
it's
Hold on, let me take a drink of my vodka.
These Russians, guys. These guys are
All right,
racist.
let's
They
do
try.
this down to it.
All right. Rock paper scissors shoot.
That
Oh,
was
all right.
a good one,
Hey, good-
President. All right.
Good call. I'm mocking your accent.
That's a
Hey,
round. That
wow.
counts.
What?
It's best out of 5. That counts.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
you're still down
I'm
one.
1 for 2, huh?
Rock paper scissors shoot.
Oh,
Tied in the 3rd round. All right, going on the 4th
Oh.
round.
Here we go.
Here we go. This end war right here. Maybe I
Unless
win.
we could tie it low key, we both get 2 and 2, and then
And then we just go home.
then both countries get bombed.
Okay, let's do
They're
this.
both wiped off the face of the planet, and then the land is split amongst the.
All right, come on,
All
the Roosevelt, Teddy boy.
Rock paper scissors shoot.
Look at that. I got the 2. This
All right,
comes.
last one.
So now it comes down to this: either if the U.S. loses this one, then we lose the war, and whatever they wanted, they get. And
That's
if
right.
If we win it, then like I said, both countries get annihilated. All right, this is the biggest.
I'll tell you this is what we want. So when I win right now, we want the New York Yankees.
He doesn't get to change the stakes. We need the Yankees.
Oh, let's go.
They can't change their clause.
Here we go. It comes down to this.
Rock paper scissors shoot. They win still because they had the
The
tiebreaker.
best of
Yeah.
5. We get the New York Yankees.
least you don't die.
Huh?
We get to keep the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't like Cowboys that much.
Woo! It's America's team, baby. That's all that matters. We may
War
have
is
lost
solved.
the war. All right. So yeah, that's my solution to
And then
war.
they just, all right, good one, Mr. President.
They all completely respect like whatever the outcome is, they're fine with it. They
Yeah,
may not be happy.
So really,
but, like, it's the
there's
rock,
no
paper, scissors.
armies. There's no nothing. It's just
It's a
It
peaceful
just
world.
comes down to
Two
this.
angry leaders.
Two angry
A
leaders.
rock, paper, scissors battle.
Each country is like a spelling bee, like the best in the nation. Each country has a representative. Like they're good at reading their opponents. Like, okay, there. His shoulders tilted down. He's gonna do scissors because it takes the most weight because it's pointed out. Like they have like representatives for the country.
Or it almost sounds
I
like,
love it.
or like an arm wrestling, like the arm wrestling competitions. Like they're just out here sending like their like strongest guys.
We'd send the Rock.
Oh.
The Rock would be. Nobody's beating the Rock, bro.
Bro, we cannot beat Russia. Have you seen the people out there?
With their
Yeah.
face
They're
smacking
brutal.
Dude,
competitions.
those face slapping competitions. Like, what is
They're
up with
beefing
that?
them. But yeah, that's how I'd solve war.
Future wars settled
All right. I say
by.
we ended on that. We've
was
been going
great.
for a while. So yeah, war has ended. We made a movie and we talked about printers for too
In
long.
the fourth dimension, we talked about.
I like the printer segment. Let's get back to
Let's do
that.
that again.
Yeah, so printers.
But back to the Ubisoft 350 2019 printers. I think
No,
those
I like
have.
Sony's 39,000 AK.
Well, you're wrong because those are literally. Hear me out. Forbes.
They're
ranked
more
them-
efficient.
It was Forbes
more
said it wasn't even
efficient.
top 20. Not even top 20 printer.
Have you used it?
Canon's printers are better. Honey, you don't know much about printers, do you?
Follow us on Instagram at Certified Average Podcast. Follow us on TikTok at Certified Average Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at The Cap Tweet. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search The Certified Average
Yes.
Podcast.
Go
Check
watch
out our
our new
Facebook
skit.
page. Go watch our new
Our new
skit.
Hackers
skit
be like-
is awesome.
Go watch our other skits if you haven't. And yeah, thank you for listening as always. If you made it this far, Papa give you
Celebrate
smooch.
good times. Come on. Na, 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 na,
Hey.
na, na,
Hey, you
na,
can't sing
na.
that.
And always remember, if you put a hole in your wall, just put a t-shirt in it.
Slap a T in it.
All right.
Peace out.
Kiss.